Welcome everyone to Artisan Heirloom Foods, and I just want to give you a short weekly update on what I've accomplished so far. As you've seen in my other videos, if you've seen them, if this is your first one, then I'll recap a little bit, is that I'm slowly going through and I'm clearing out all these garden beds. As you can see, that garden bed over there is just full of weeds. The same with that garden bed. But these other garden beds, those are my, these other garden beds I've cleared of all the weeds. And there's my asparagus. And this morning, I've been out here for about 2 hours. As you can see, the two piles of weeds that I've pulled up out of this bed and out of my strawberry bed here, which, come to my surprise, let's walk around here real quick while it's on my mind. As I was pulling up weeds, I discovered something that's been surviving for the last 7 years without any tending. Here's a strawberry plant. This little tiny strawberry plant's been sitting here for 7 years in this weed infested bed. Now, as you know, over here in this bed, those are my chives, and they've been there for 7 years, and then, or about 8 years, 7, 8 years, and then that's my asparagus bed, which has been there for 10 years, and then this asparagus bed over here has been there for about 7 or 8 years as well, and it is just totally packed full of asparagus in there. I mean, you can see them. Some of them are brown, you know, have died off. Some of the canes have died, but some are still green. And so I'm gonna get this cleared out as one of my next projects. As soon as I get these big beds cleared, I have those 3 beds there. Now, there was no weeds in these 3 beds because of the mint had overgrown inside there. So I'm just gonna leave them like that. But I still have this one little bed over here. And the last thing I grew in it was carrots. And anyway, it's overgrown. It's got a tree growing in it. And it's got a pretty good sized tree, as you can see. 7 years of growth. And then it's got some kind of vine that's growing up out of it. As you can see, it's going across the fence here, the top of the fence, and that. So I'm gonna get this bed cleared up. But I just wanted to show you my progress and where I'm at in the garden. And you know, I just find it so therapeutic coming out here and playing in the garden and watching things grow and that. My mint, you can see the mint all over it's all out here on the ground. And I showed you this before, but it's just like, it's an invasive weed, this mint. And look, it's all, everything that's green around this bottom of this bed is all mint. All mint. And of course, the mint is growing up thick through this bed already. I mean, it's fall. And I have lots of mint trying to grow in this bed, so it's kind of amazing. I've got a Bermuda grass growing in it, but the Bermuda grass is having a hard time because of the mint. So, and I got a couple trees growing. We've got that tree there, which is fine. And then I have another little tree right there that's growing in it. So, but we'll take care of those. We'll get things going really well and stuff, but yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 more beds left to completely clear out. And then I will be done clearing out the beds. And then my main focus after that is to get cardboard laid down in all these beds. And then fill them up with straw. And add a bunch of compost and azomite dust and then mulch, And then this spring, I'm gonna start planting in that, and hopefully I'll have a very productive garden. So I can't wait for that. This was my chicken pen. I've tried chickens. There you can see the little chicken houses. I've tried chickens several times. They just, I don't know, they don't seem to work. So, but so we'll figure out what we'll do with that later. So anyway, so that's my garden. I just wanted to show you a few things that I found and what I've done so far. If you have any comments, suggestions, if you live here in Oklahoma, I live here in Oklahoma in zone 6B. Now, my zone, if you go about 2 miles south of my house, it's in zone 7. So I'm right on the edge of zone B, 6B, and 7. So, so yeah, it's kind of, I'm right there. And so if you live in this area and you have, you know, if you're gardening, and that, it'd be interesting to know what you're doing and what you're, you know, what you're growing and what works for you. That'd be interesting. So make comments. Always subscribe if you haven't already. Like the videos if you like them. Always comment. Guys, this is Artisan Heirloom Foods. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching.